Uh, I had to answer that phone. That was a long phone call. My bad, y'all. You know how it be sometimes. Sometimes I might have a short call. Sometimes it might be a long one. Sometimes I, it might be all motherfucking day and I can't go live. But either way, I had to get off the phone and get off the live. You know what I mean, y'all? As y'all seen. But we back. We back. So I need y'all to like, share, double tap that screen. Just double tap, 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 tap. Just double tap, and double tap every time you come up in here. And I will do more music reviews, like more music reviews of my music and like me doing it, rapping to or whatever, performing it, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, I don't really rap, but obviously a lot of people just put me in the rapper category, I guess. I have collabed with a lot of rappers, so they rappers, not me. I'm not a rapper. I'm just an artist, entrepreneur. What's up with y'all? So remember what I said to y'all today, right? So today, the word of the days, two of them. Remember I hit y'all with two. I tried to double up today. This is the first where we ever doubled up. Because healing and understanding. So in order to heal, you have to understand. So once again, don't forget that, man. And I hope you guys all heal with whatever you're going through with life. Like, some of us have parents that I'm hearing that are sick. If your parents are sick, one thing is you have to understand, people get sick, and for surely when we get older, it's easier for us to get sick. I don't like saying that because, we all get older. And it's easier for all of us to get sick. That's why health is wealth. You want to stay healthy. You want to try to avoid getting sick at all times. Uh, you know, avoid catching a cold. When you get older, all of that stuff can happen. When you get older, all that stuff can happen, right? So, so as all that stuff can happen, right, and then you deal with that. As you get older, you can get sicker. Old people bleed easier. uh, they're easier to catch diseases or, a cancer or sickness. And yeah, I think one thing we have to understand that is that's an understanding. But then we have to understand that in order to heal, we have to keep that person healthy and then be there for that person. And we have to be there for each other. Because at the end of the day, we should be building each other up and supporting each other. And that's one thing I try to do. Like I told you, I do try to support people. But then I understand, when I'm supporting a person to the fullest and then they're not supporting me at all, it's okay. But that's when you can only support them so much before, you over supported them and then you forgot to support yourself. And so, it's one thing that I've had to learn back in the day, and I learned from those life lessons. Because now, like I said, it's easy for me to heal because I've done so much self healing. It's easy for me to be alone because I've always been alone. It's easy for me to not feel like I'm dependent on the support because I've never had support. Uh, it's crazy, like I think one thing that I love about it is the people that I thought was going to be lifelong people. It doesn't always turn out like that. And it's taught me that that's just part of life. You don't let it beat you up. And that's where you have to heal from it. And you have to be able to understand that, accept that. Not everybody's going to try to be thinking the way you think. You might look at them like, hey, they're high, and you put them up higher as up over everything. And they're just keeping you down here at the bottom and putting everybody else above you. And it's cold because they make you seem like they sacrificed for you, but the whole time they haven't even sacrificed a little bit of time for you, or a little bit of something. So yeah, it's just something that I deal with on a daily basis. You know what I mean? It's on a daily basis, and yeah, it's just something that I think, like I said, with the healing being the word for today and understanding, you have to understand that. I had to understand it a long time ago. And that's the bad part. Me understanding it is like now I know what to look for. I know what makes me do the things or makes me react or whatever. Like I knew. So it wasn't like I'm reacting for no reason. Nah, I don't gotta react at all. I'm actually testing to see how you feel about me. That's what it is. And you just let me know. And like I said, you proved me right, and it sucks. It sucks because I want to believe that people really care for me and stuff. 'Cause I've never had nobody care for me before. But hey, it just teaches you you don't always need all that. You know, you don't need nothing like that. You just need yourself, your self love, and healing. And it takes time to heal. Don't think you're going to heal fast. No, it takes time to heal from things. But when you do heal, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. And you can't thank nobody but God because usually that's who you got to look for to heal is God because you ain't got nobody else to look for to heal. So, like I said, healing is part of understanding. And you have to understand in order to heal, no matter what the situation is. Whether if like me, my brother just passed, I had to sit back and understand he was sick. He was dealing with some stuff that he ain't had much time left. And so now that my brother's gone, it hurts. It hurts. Trust me, I wish I could call him right now. And that's why I get on these lives because one day I won't be able to be here to do these lives for y'all. We're not all here forever. One thing, that's why I love everybody and treat everybody with respect now because we're not here forever, guys. One thing that I understand with this, like I said, the healing and the understanding is understanding that we're not here forever makes it easier to heal with, not only loss, but, when things don't go right in your life. Like when a relationship goes bad, you can heal up from it from the next day if you understand why it went bad. Like I said, that third party perspective, that's another part of understanding. Let's say if a job went bad, let's say if your car went bad, you can understand like, your car didn't just break down. There was a reason it broke down. You understand why it broke down. Now you're fixing the issue. That's called an understanding. Now it's healing by fixing it. That's kind of crazy, you know, when you think like that. I know I be thinking crazy, y'all. I'm out of this world sometimes. My boys even tell me, my bad, we sipping on this Arizona, that chill sickle. The chill sickles go crazy. The tropicals, though. And, yeah, that's just how I feel. Healing and understanding is a very important thing in life because you have to understand life as you go. The more you go in life, the more you understand it. That's why they say the older people always understand more because they're wiser. They've been around more, he's heard more. But he might not be smarter though. Don't act like they just outsmarting these young guys because some of these guys know way more stuff nowadays than you thought. But it's because they're working their brain. Everybody, it's all up here. You can work your brain to whatever you want to work it to. We are all Albert Einstein. We are all smart. It just matters on how far you're willing to go study. I had to study very smart. I had to study like, hey, I wanted this in life. I wanted to not only have a goal, set it high, and then reach it, but I want to make sure that I think bigger than just the normal person. I do things different from the normal artist. I make my own slogans. I do different clothes. I just, I want to be different. I don't want to just try to be the person that followed everybody in the music and then did it like them because I want to be different. That's the thing. If you follow everybody else, then you're just like everybody else. I'm not like everybody else. You ask anybody else, they'd be like, he one of a kind. He's a one of a kind. And that's why I'm blessed. I want to stay one of a kind. I want to stay the person that you guys like to see getting on these lives and just giving y'all game, giving y'all how I feel in my life and as an artist and what's my goals. I'm not telling y'all exactly all the stuff that I'm doing because, like, what they say, you never let a person know what you're doing. But the whole point is, I'm going to give you enough where you might get started and go do something yourself. Or you might get the idea to run some merch or work, do something. A job is good too. I never said a job ain't good. I don't know what, dude. Yeah, hey, that's great, dude. They come with retirement benefits. You building up towards your career. No, jobs are great. I don't care what anybody says. I am not the person that never tells somebody to go get a job. I'm gonna tell you to go get the job. I'm one of those friends. Yeah. And then I'm one of those friends that's gonna tell you to try to get you to improve. You know, it's hard to find friends nowadays that really want you to improve and see you win. You know, because everybody should want to win. We could all win. Like that's the thing. I want to win with everybody, no matter who it is. And it's crazy because, like I said, I got a lot of my people. You know, and it's not that I don't contact them. It's not that we don't talk. It's not that we're not friends. They just have their own lives. They got families. They got their own stuff going. Me, I don't have a family. So what do? You just sit here, chill, play games with your boys that do got families, or you play games with your boys that don't got families, and you know they free like me. But a lot of my boys that are free like me, you know, we either out and about, we playing the game, we working on something. That's why I say I don't play the game all day. uh, I only get on it here and there, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure if you looked at my thing, I haven't been on it since the last time I was on it on the YouTube. So it's kind of cool, you know, because that's why I like to jump on YouTube, jumping on the game. That's the time I get to play this. And then not only that, I get to play Call of Duty and like that. Yeah, I could sit there and play it all night. That's just not what I want to do. I got my mind set on different things. I'm trying to work towards different things. I'm trying to make a dream turn into reality, let alone it already is, but really keep it going now. And like I said, y'all seen that pop up? We had that event that was with Crumble Cookies. So I know a lot of y'all eating Crumble Cookies. You know, they got freaking millions of followers, millions of subscribers. And it was a great event. It was an event for me showcasing my music as an artist. You know, we did it with Crumble Cookies. They had brought the truck out. The truck even said Crumble Cookies. And it was a lot of people. And, you know, it was great vibes. Managers was out there, producers, a bunch of artists showed up. And it was cool because we were handing out free cookies. So there's free cookies for everybody, you know, for the event. And then not only that, I didn't have to worry about me having cookies because everybody was getting a free cookie. But I'm walking out of there with trays of cookies, dude. I had like 4 or 5 trays of cookies, but they gave me the one with my, it gave me even a sticker that said congrats and all that. And those cookies all were special made. They were all specially made at Crumble. And some of them said it's red, you know, specially made cookies from Crumble. And so it made me feel great as an artist, you know, upcoming and still building, you know, but establishing and being a well established, you know, like I said, a well known established artist, underground, but I'm established in that area and established in the area where I be at. Because that's the thing. It's not only about you establishing and being well known in the world and everywhere. You have to establish your music and everything at home as well. You have to start with your establishment at home. If you can't start getting support at home, then don't think you're just going to start getting support in the outer world because you might get denied going to the wrong places. I'm just saying. So you had to start at home and then try to get support at home, which was the best thing because I got full support at home. You know, one thing I loved being, you know, local and working with other local artists and everybody, we were all pushing towards the same agenda. We grinding from nothing, making something happen in an expensive ass place because, you know, we're in the Bay. The Bay Area is very expensive. And it's just a blessing, y'all. It's a blessing. And like I try to tell you, one thing it taught me as an artist to be able to work with big companies like Crumble, Square Pie Guys. Y'all seen Square Pie Guys? They paid me. They paid me to review their pizza. One thing I like about their pizza is deep dish. It's Detroit style pizza in the Bay Area. They have a couple of locations. You know, you got the one in Oakland, Walnut Creek, San Francisco. I think they got one in Lafayette. I'm not for sure. There's a bunch all over. But either way, you can look them up. Square Pie Guys. And that's who I recently did that paid partnership with. You know, they paid me to go eat pizza and review pizza. And I'm willing to do more reviews. If you have a company out there, Don't act like I'm just asking for hella money. I'm not going. I'm gonna work with you. But yeah, you gonna have to at least pay because I either got to travel or commute to get to you, or something's got to go down. I'm not coming for free, point blank, period. But it's gonna be well worth it because I promise you, one thing that I loved about Square Pie guys is when I went and did that review for their pizza, multiple people went and pulled up, told them that they came because of me, and then they took pictures getting the pizza. So not only did they make multiple, like I wouldn't say they made hella money, but you're talking about. I think my boy said he spent 60. Each person was spending like $50, $40. So you picture if it's freaking 7 people going like that at that money, that's a good little 350, that they made. So not only did they spend money for the promotion by giving me the pizza and paying me for the promotion, they made money back because the people came after the promotion. So that's why I love promoting. But I would love to do more brands. So if you have a brand and you have clothes and you have something you want me to shout out, like I shout out my this good friend of mine, her name Bree. She does her Keep It Growing products, long hair oil for you ladies who want your hair to grow long. Even men too. It's not just for ladies either though. Her products are for men and ladies. And she does soap. Handmade soaps, all different types of flavors. And you probably can ask her for a custom flavor. And it's made out of all natural. They're not nothing is you know what I'm saying? What would you call that shit? I don't wanna say artificial. Thank you. That was the word that I was looking for. Nothing is artificial. It's all authentic, it's all natural, and it's good ingredients. And I'm going to say I'm proud of her. Most definitely go subscribe to her. Uh, Subscribe to her channel. Subscribe to Mother. You see Mother's comments. She's cool as hell. She's a great person. She supports me through my career with the music. And everybody that's on YouTube is great. And like that's the thing. I love everybody on YouTube. I don't look at nobody as a bad person. Y'all support me. Y'all been here when I needed y'all. Because without YouTube, I would have been gave up on this music. So it's like, I love that about being jumping up here and being able to do this now. And we getting multiple donations. I think it's cool y'all donating now. Like I got donations yesterday, donation now. We got a couple donations today, you know what I mean? We getting donations now. So it's nice. Because before you guys weren't donating I mean, y'all were donating here and there for clothes or here for something else with the soda, but you weren't donating through YouTube where you're paying for super fan chats and super chats, and that's amazing because not only does it highlight your comments and makes me want to read it out loud, it it shows me I got real support. Same thing with my boys. That's why I love to see all my guys doing their thing. Like one of my boys just hit his 100K. And I wanted to say shout out to Lil Chris. He hit 100K subscribers, man. Shout out to all the guys that are working, dude. Keep working. You know what I mean? That's the thing. It ain't no hard hell. Once I notice a person's not trying to love me the way that they saying they is, things happen, guys. You just gotta part ways and go with the flow, man. We cool over here. Don't worry about it. We chilling. It ain't nothing new, man. Won't be the first, won't be the last, huh? They say it happens in life. Oh well. But yeah, so one thing, like I said, we're gonna keep this content coming today, which just healing, understanding. Not only understanding and healing from understanding, because you have to, in order to heal, like I said, you have to understand whatever is making you down, whatever is making you stressed, whatever is bothering you, whatever is making you mad. That's why I posted that other short y'all seen. Your anger and your attitude is all off of you and your perspective. So like let's say if somebody calls me the B word, me getting mad is a perspective. What if they could be like, bro, like, they saying it like, damn bitch, like fucking bitch. Like I do that all the time, like, you know what I mean? Just a fucking bitch. And it's crazy because people think you call them that, but you're just saying it just to say it. So it happens a lot. It happens a lot. Some people do that. Like let's say you stump your foot on something, you'd be like, God damn it, fucking shit. That type of shit. And it sucks because, don't say that. You don't want to be God dang it. I don't know why people always do that. You want to be like fudge or freak. I done freaking hurt my shoe. That's what you want to say. But that's what I mean. I'm just saying as examples. Because it happens all the time in the world. And I just think it's cool because, like I said, me having a better understanding with all the stuff I went through has been able to take me this far with the music. Being able to see the checks go from couple $100 to now a couple thousand. Being able to chill and do music and not have to do shows all the time. And it's not that the grind don't stop. Nah, we still dropping music. We still dropping music videos. I'm still going to the studio. So yeah, the grind still comes. It doesn't just stop, you know what I mean? And that's one thing that I understand as an artist, that the grind is a full-time job with this music. And if you plan to take it on as a full career as an artist, you're gonna be working for a long time. And that's for surely as a rapper. Like if you're a rapper, a real-time rapper, you're supposed to be full-time to it all day, every day. Me, I'm not a rapper. I'm keep trying to tell y'all that. I just be around y'all favorite rappers. I make songs with some of y'all favorite rappers. They know me as an artist, but I'm an artist, not a rapper. That's what I try to tell y'all, because I only drop music here and there, and I'm not consistent enough to be considered a rapper. And I can admit that. Some people can't. Some people can't admit. They be like, oh, I'm a rapper. I'm just, bro, you're nothing close to it. And I know I'm not nothing close to it either right now, because I ain't dropping no music. I'm just an artist that make music, and I love you guys for supporting it. I love you too for being here and subscribing and rocking with me. We on our way to 100K, YouTube. We really on our way to 100 freaking K. We're at 92.4K subscribers. So we can keep going up. This is be a great thing for us because we're getting closer to the countdown. I'm trying to reach the 100K goal, because remember what I told y'all, at 100K, I really will do the $1,500 giveaway. So when I do the $1,500 giveaway, one of y'all, because obviously I don't get too much people up in here. So we got a few people up in here right now, but I don't get too many people up in here. So we got 4 people up in here. But let's say when that comes, there's only 2 of y'all in here. That's 1 or 2's gonna get 1,500. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna go live right once the thing hits that mark. Once we hit the 1,500, and then we're gonna basically give somebody $1,500. Bay Area cannabis reviews. It's red, man. Shout out to Bay Area cannabis reviews, man. It's red. That's all I'm saying, man. The comments. I love getting the comments. I love getting y'all support. And it's a great thing. But yeah, we're gonna do the $1,500 giveaway at 100K subscribers. And it's cash. I'll either cash app it, I'll Zelle it to you, I can Venmo, PayPal, or we can even, I ain't really trying, I can send you a check. I do got checks, like I said. I could write you out a check and send you a check too. So we could do that too. So either way, however y'all want it, somebody's getting $1,500 when I hit 100K subscribers. Because that's just something I want to do and give back to the people. What's up with Bay Area cannabis reviews, man? Where you at in the Bay? Bay Area. He said we all over the Bay. That's where we at. We all over doing them cannabis reviews. It's red. Man. We on the game with it, y'all. It's a blessed day. Like I said, today's word of the day is healing. Another great thing that's great with healing is that cannabis. A lot of people use it as medicine for healing. Some people be stressed out. That shit helps ease the stress. Smoking a little bit of weed helps you from going to do some dumb shit. You better quit playing. Smoke that little bit of weed. That shit really help. Are you still spitting raps, man? Nah, I'm still spitting raps. I'm for surely gonna get back and doing lives where I'm rapping with the mic. I got the mic right here. Oh, right there. My boy came through earlier. We were spitting earlier, and he was rapping with me earlier. But yeah, the mic right here. So most definitely, I will get back to spitting more bars. I will do more freestyles as well. Some people want me to do more freestyles, but I like to showcase my music since I got so much, and the streams aren't all there yet. You know, I'm still building the streams up, but they're pretty high, y'all. I'm not complaining. What the fuck? He killed me quick with that scream. Y'all seen that? But yeah, I'm still spitting raps. The new music I just recently dropped is on my YouTube, and it's on all platforms. You could go look at it. So most definitely, I'm still making music, and I am still rapping, and I do gotta go to the studio soon. So yeah, most definitely. Shout out to Bay Area Cannabis Reviews for coming into the live, but I love giving shout outs too. One thing is, if you do ask for a shout out, I will shout it out. Like I said, maybe once I get big, huge, once I'm hitting 1 million subscribers, maybe I won't have time to shout everybody out because the shit might be moving like how they be moving on other people's channel. But right now, we still building the live. It's moving gradually, so I can shout everybody out, and I like that. I like how Mother does that. Mother does that on everybody she sees. She shouts them out, and I think that's cool. Everybody deserves a shout out that comes into the live and they comment. You deserve a shout out, so we shout out everybody. So that's one thing. But yes, we still making music. Uh, we got those new music videos coming. I could have already dropped them. I know y'all waiting. That's the thing. I got y'all waiting. I'm always making y'all wait. It's a problem. I need to kind of speed it up and not make y'all wait. But the thing is, I feel like you can't rush greatness. Like the videos are already done. I feel like they look great. My boy says we could have did better, but you can do anything better. But to me, I feel like they're raw. It came out good. And as long as I'm happy with it, I'm the one that is paying for the video. So, I think it's okay as long as I'm happy with it. Because that's who really needs to be happy, the artist. It's not like the people that are watching it need to be happy with the video. No, the artist is the one that's paying for it's their video. So you want them to be happy on how it's done or the way it's shot or how it's shot. And my boy did a great job. He did very good. But he said we could have got like a couple more different scenes like with pop. But I felt like it was enough pop already. My people over there, they gave us a private building. We had a big building for Tony Montana. Like I said, big crib like I'm Tony Montana. We had a big private building that our boy let us have. We were gonna record him, but my boy with the camera, he didn't want to put him on video. But I'm telling you, I told him we need to start recording that type of shit. You know what I mean? I understand you don't want to, but we need to really start recording that like Lil Dicky, when you go places and people are letting you use their stuff or letting you use their big ass building like we use. Like that shit is huge. And it's a historic building. And so it was kind of cool that they let us use it. And not only did they let us use it, we were able to play the music in there. And not only was you playing the music, they were vibing to it. They fucking with it. They like, bro, you're going places with your music. Don't stop. And so I like that because it teaches me as an artist, like I said, I know my music's not great. I know the stuff I talk about ain't perfect. I'm just talking about where I come from, the ghetto and stuff, and how I'm trying to make it out. I'm not talking about nothing else than that. That's why I say I'm a ghetto movement boy. You know what I mean? And then the Bay, the Bay is ghetto for sure. That's just the Bay Area. Welcome to the ghetto. You didn't remember Too Short made a song like that? Welcome to the ghetto. Literally, dude. It's just the Bay for you. But one thing that I love about it is that's what made me, just like every place everybody else is at or where they're from, it made them. That's what makes the whole world special, I think. It makes it unique. We all come from different backgrounds, different things that make us, who we are. A Texas person, you could tell they from Texas. That's why they be like, oh yeah, I'm from Texas. You tell you from Texas. That's cool, that's how it's supposed to be. I don't. So yeah, it's just something I think is cool. And I love how, like, I was talking about the food reviews, and then you got your boy that comes up in there and he's doing his little reviews too. That's what I'm saying. Like, reviews are good. You want to know why reviews are good? Because it shows if a product's good, it's giving it an honest opinion review. I mean, when you get those reviews from people that are just playing around some bullshit. Because, like me, I'm going to give it an honest review. I'm going to let you know if it's good or not. I'm going to let you know what I taste. I'm going to let you know what I like about it. Like, you know what I mean? That's how it's supposed to be. But we all have to understand that, one thing about, when you do those food reviews, a lot of us, some people are coming out of pocket with those food reviews. Like, a lot of times, like, I would say a lot of places do give me it for free, for who I am. But I'm not going to say that every place gives me just free food for who I am. But, like, Round Table gave me a paid promotion. We got paid to do Round Table. We got paid to do Dave's Hot Chicken. We got paid to do Square Pie Guys. We got paid to do Crumble. We got paid to do what's it called? What's that other one that I did? Charlie's. Charlie's Philly cheesesteaks. They paid me to come review their Philly cheesesteaks. Uh, Another one we did was Fire Wings. Fire Wings and Wingstop. Wingstop paid me. I even had to, it said not pay, I didn't have to pay. Yeah, that motherfucker was cool, bro. That shit was cool, bro. I didn't have to pay. And so that's what I'm saying. Certain businesses are willing to probably give you free food if you just talk to them and communicate to them what you're trying to get for their business and how can you help their business. That's what it's about. And that's what I'm trying to tell you as other YouTubers. That's what YouTube's all about. You're supposed to try to help another creator on how they can build. And that's one thing I try to do because it's like, I know I'm not perfect on the building. Like I said, I've been on YouTube for 15, 16 years. And but the thing is, I haven't been dropping as much content as I've recently been, like these lives, doing this type of content. I've always just dropped some artwork with my music, or a video with my music, or just that. That's the content that I drop. So now we're creating more real content, like some that's real life. And I love that about YouTube right now. Because it's something I've always wanted to create for y'all. Is giving y'all real content you could learn from. Like, real content that my ladies and kings could learn from, kings and queens could learn from. Because we're all kings and queens, like I said. It doesn't matter who you are. We're all destined for greatness. We're all blessed. God put us here for a reason. And you just got to figure out what your reason is. And like mine was to do music and do me with the merch. Because that's the things that I see when I do them. I put smiles on people's faces. I see the happiness in people. I see the life. People not only happy because I'm happy, they're happy because they support, and then seeing them happy getting the support. Like that's what I love, bro. It's amazing. And that's why I say I don't really never want to be famous like that. Because like me personally, it's nice being able to go out and like just chill with some people, regular people, you know? We're all people. I think a lot of people don't understand that. And it's very nice. It's very relaxing. It makes you feel appreciated, grateful, and it helps heal you. Because like I said, I've been through a lot of trauma and stuff through my life where I needed help healing. And not only that I need help healing, I needed help to understand it because nobody was explaining it to me. Nobody was helping me understand. So, yeah, it's a lot of learning lessons, and that's why I just want to teach y'all, in life, you're going to have to learn as you go, things you learn, this or you learn that. But one thing you're going to know is you'll know if somebody's like really loves you because if they love you, they're going to show you. And if they're trying to show you and you cut them out, well then you just cut them out, and that's what happens. And it happens a lot. You know what I mean? It happens a lot. People don't understand the person was trying to show them love, and instead they didn't even want to listen. They just want to hang up and then cut you out. And so that's kind of sometimes the best thing, you know? Because that's what they want. It's not what you want. That's what they want. They just think that. You know what I mean? They're going to tell you, oh, this is what you want, or this is what you did. No, you actually hung up. I didn't click the phone. I would listen to you with anything you said back to me. You just couldn't listen to me. Because obviously it's a one-way sided relationship. And that's why I told y'all guys, you know, you got to understand some people are gonna not put in the full 100% like you. You have to understand that. You know, one thing is you have to understand that. And so it's something that I just try to learn as I go. Like I said, I've dealt with, you know, over the last years, you know, I've had my fair share of learning, you know, I've been there. Not only with this person, with other people. So it's like I knew kind of what to expect, I guess. Kind of sucks. It's like, damn. If a person just doesn't want to talk to you and cut you off like that, the best thing is to just respect that and walk away. But then it sucks because it's like, just know that, you know, you want to think different about the situation, but your gut is always going to tell you the right thing to go with. And that's why I said it's part of healing. Healing and understanding. Understanding that your gut is going to lead you the right way. You know what I mean? They say go with your gut feeling. That's because 10 times out of 10, your gut feeling is going to lead you the fucking right way. It's not going to play around. It's not going to be on some different type of stuff. No, no. But sometimes I think, you know, one thing, the gut feeling doesn't always react at the right time. So some people say, oh, I didn't have that gut feeling at the moment because sometimes it don't hit at the right time. Like you might have got it right after and it's a little bit too late now. So like, yeah, you gotta get that feeling like right away and just don't always just go with the flow, but go with it, you know, and handle it. He wants to join the party here. Somebody in the party. Sent him an invite. There you go, he joined. He joined the chat, man. He on the Xbox, in the game. All right, let me go back. He trying to have me finish and Joe back. My boy just jumped into the match, y'all. I don't know if he's gonna want to run zero build or what, but I might go back and try to run it with him right now. I'm just gonna end the game. Usually I try to wait, but shit, fuck it. Let's try to get some more gold at least. We try to get a couple more kills. Nah, where you running? Hell to the no. I hate this gun. This thing too big. You gotta always reload it like that, and it takes so long. Look at that. Forever to reload that. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, man. It's just something that I've learned, as people, we have to accept people that push us away, and if they hang up on you, that's a sign. That's a clear sign. Not only if they do it once, if they do it multiple times, or you can't even count it. That just shows you they don't appreciate you. You're not helping. You're not benefiting. Like when you think you're helping them, really you're really making it worse. So it's better to not do nothing. And it's not that you're making it worse by this and that. Nah, it was just they acted like they were caring for you, and they don't care for you the same way you do, and you gotta respect that. But they're gonna make it seem like you're doing wrong. They're gonna be like, oh no, I sacrificed for you, but really they were sacrificing for a whole nother person. And if they would have just sacrificed a little bit more time for you, then probably it would have been 10 times better because then I would have never noticed. I would have never paid so much attention, I guess. It would have been more chilling. Instead, it's like, damn, I'm wondering why this person ain't noticed me. Or usually she's calling right now. She ain't calling. Oh, okay. She occupied. But a whole nother person, she been occupied. And then when she hanging up on you, and you see somebody, oh yeah. Just let her do her thing, man. And that's why you just do you, man. That's why I try to tell all my fellas. It's not bad doing your own self. Self-love is key to anything. With anything that you do is self-love. You have to love yourself first before you can love the next person. So sometimes those people, when they're doing that, they're still loving themselves. And, they can't love the next person. And so it's okay. And either way, that's how you can look at it. But 10 times out of 10, that's not what it is. They're just, already had somebody else and they was just trying to say, they weren't trying to really have you come see them. They didn't really want nothing with you. It was all just a facade. That's why I called it a catfish. It's just a catfish facade sometimes because a real motherfucker's not gonna do that. And all my ladies know. We've been around the block. We've been there before. You know. We've been there before. So it's cool. You know. And so like I said, it sucks because I've been there before. So it's like I understand probably to the people or whoever it was, they thought I was just a young-minded person or something and think nothing of it. But it's like, nah, we already know what's going on. You ain't got to say nothing. I mean, once you're hanging up on me like that and I'm being sweet to you, I'm even talking to you sweet and you still being rude, and yeah, you wasn't trying to really fuck with me. You just wanted to just argue and do that in the first place. And then it sucks, and then you say, I can't believe you, but the whole time you've been lying to me, and then you tell me I don't owe you the truth. Well, damn, you never did. You ain't never once told me the truth. Let alone owe me the truth. You never told me the truth. So it ain't, that's why I said we know the truth. There's nothing about it. I don't need you to tell me. We know it without you telling me. And it's better because it's like one thing I told y'all with the healing and the understanding is, like I said, I didn't need you to tell you. I told myself, so I understood it. It was easier for me to understand because it wasn't like I was trying to learn from the next person. Damn, we got us. We got me. And so yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's just one thing why I said the healing and the understanding, because me being able to understand that, it's easier to heal from. It's easier to just say, hey, okay, don't call no more. Don't leave that person alone. Let her have what she wanted and respect her that way. Because that's all that's all a person's asking for. It's just, respect me, leave me alone type shit. And we could do that. There's nothing wrong with that. But just all you have to do is communicate it with me. That's the thing that I was asking. Communication is key to anything with whatever you want to do. You want somebody to do something, communicate to them. Ask them to do something. You just don't just expect them to do something. You just can't tell somebody to do something, but hey, that's the world some people live in. And it sucks because when you do that, then you get let down so much, and then that'll stress you out, or that'll make you disappointed. And you should never want to feel disappointed or stressed out at all because things don't always go right. You know what I mean? Things don't always work out. A relationship doesn't always work out. Like one thing I love about my ex, I was I talked to her about 2 years ago, and one thing she told me is like, we were talking and she said, one thing I like about you is you come back and you fix it with me. You fixed it. Like you come back and make ends meet. And it's like, that's the thing. Because at the end of the day, whether we were together or not, I'm grateful for the time that I got with you, and I'm grateful for all the experience we had, and I'm grateful for everything, all the fun times, and I'm grateful for everything. Like I'm thankful. And so I would always love it again. But at the end of the day, I understood that's not what that person wanted, and that wasn't what I was, I guess, looking for. I thought I had my everything, but hey, the other person thought I wasn't thinking like that about them. And that's how it be sometimes. You could be giving a person their all, showing them you love them, and to them, they're saying, hey, you're treating me like trash, or you don't care. But really, you're still trying to show them more than you care. Maybe you're not doing it the right way. And so, yeah, it taught me a lot because, like I said, she was very grateful that I came back and we worked it out, and we could talk as friends, and she does her thing. She has a kid now, and I love to see her, and I'm proud. Like, I'm proud of her. I'm proud of what she does. I'm proud of all the stuff she's done and her accomplishments, and I'm not trying to bother her. It's nothing to cut somebody off and not try to bother somebody. So I think that's the best part. The only thing that was bothering me, like, cause like even some of y'all with the comments on all the posts and stuff, it's not like that. I was just trying to state how I felt and my truth of the situation. Cause obviously I don't get to hear either her side. Cause every time I try to hear the other person's side, I'm getting hung up on, or they're yelling at me, and I just gotta hear what they say. And they ain't even talking about another side. They talking about another guy. And it sucks because it shows you they don't appreciate me. They don't appreciate us. They don't appreciate whatever they're trying to build, or the stuff they talk to me about building. And that's where they say they try to build up a facade. They try to say, oh, we're going to build something, or we're going to build this in the future. But then when they're saying, oh, do you think this really going to work? Do you think that? Now they're contradicting themselves. So you just gotta learn. You gotta understand. Like, we went to college. A lot of us is smart. A lot of us is school smart. So, you know when a person's contradicting themselves, and you know when a person's basically, not being genuine. You'll know. You ain't even gotta explain it. And it's not like it's a bad thing, because, like she said, she doesn't have to be genuine with me. She doesn't owe me the truth. No. And I'm not asking you to owe me the truth, but I would appreciate you give me the truth. I would appreciate you want to tell me that your mom was in the hospital. I would appreciate you want me to be knowing these type of things if we're supposed to be like this. But there was never that. And that's why it was easy for me to understand. So I want y'all as men to understand that. And it's not like it's no hard feelings. It didn't affect me. I'm gonna keep doing the music, keep playing the YouTube, keep dropping content for y'all. And I hope she does the same thing with, the people, and keep doing her stuff. Cause she was already doing that before me. Literally. I'm just the second part that they were trying to add on in the open relationship. Godly. I don't want to be in an open relationship. I'm cool. I don't want to be the third party, man. Look, hey, all you guys said no third party swingers. No, no, no. I can't. I'm trying to be either you get my main chick, or yeah, we ain't the same chick. That's it. That's what I'm saying. I don't even like to deal with that because it just be such a headache, you know. And you got to deal with them trying to compare you. You got to deal with it like you're on a pedestal, two guys on each side of her, like this. It's just trying to weigh your options. Like, I'm cool, dude. You can have the other guy. I'll let you even try to go have him because I'm not finna be over here trying to fight for it that much. Don't get me wrong. I love you and I care for people and stuff, and I love the people that I got. But shit, if I gotta fight for you like that, and then you ain't even done nothing to even show that you want to fight for me instead of just hanging up on me, which is a hang up is a discard. That means to discard somebody, discard the phone calls, hanging up. So yeah, you just called me trash and you was discarding me. So what else can I do? Just go in the trash can and be discarded. It's okay. I'm gonna be recycled tomorrow. I'm gonna be recycled tomorrow and I'm gonna be back to normal because it was easy. It was easy to heal, it was easy to understand because all the signs were there. The bringing up all the names, the hanging up, the I'm telling her to look at me and talk to me, like, you know, give me little signs, she'll there know. And then rolling the eyes. Like, you know, that just shows you weren't appreciated. And when they do that, guys, now y'all know. Don't say I didn't give y'all the game. When they do stuff like that, you know that you is not appreciated. And you know that they're not really trying to care for you like that. And it's fucked up because she's like, you'll never find nobody that cared for you the way I did in my life. Nah, that's the cold part. I guess I probably will find people, a lot more people that care for me way more than you did in my life. Wanna know why? Because more people would care for me than hang up. I ain't never had any of my people hang up on me. Nobody. Not any of the girls that I know through my life ever hung up on me. None of my exes ever done that. I never had to worry about that because I never hang up on people. I'm the sweetheart. I'm the one that doesn't want to hang up on nobody. I want to have happiness. So yeah, it for surely hurt me. It for surely hurt me, but it was the best thing. Oh fuck. Yeah, they got us. God damn it. They got us. And so it's just the best thing and easy to heal from understanding. And like I said, it doesn't make that person a bad person. You know, that there's nothing wrong with them having their open, you know, whatever they were doing, you know. The whole point is just if you really care for this person, just show it though. Like, and you will really have the best relationship, and I just hope they do that to the next person, and hopefully it works out for them or whoever they with right now. And that's all I care for, because it's like I was really trying to show you all the time up there, all night with you, up all night, literally, all fucking night with you. So don't say that I didn't put in my effort, because I'll be busy. All my boys tell me, come outside, come have fun, bro. Let's go to the club. Let's go do a show. Let's go perform. And instead, nah, I'm over here. Oh, I'm trying to build a future with somebody that's not even trying to build with me. And it's fucked up. A lot of artists do that. And it stops their journey. It stops their music career because they stopped it for somebody that they thought was stopping their life. But the whole time, they ain't stopped one thing in their life for you. So why'd you stop anything for them in their life, in your life? And so I had to understand that, like I said, with the hanging up with the phone calls, I started to learn, you know, okay, maybe this person really doesn't want to talk to me. They say, oh, this is what they tell you. Oh, if you want to talk to me, you would reach out. But then when you reach out, they hang up on you. So you don't need to reach out. That's really them saying, like, sarcastically, you know, I don't want to talk to you. I don't really fuck with you. And so I had to understand that. And once you understand that as a man, and you get those little signs from women, because every woman does it, it's easy to understand a woman. Because all women do it. They're all the same. And it sucks because she's like, don't compare me to, y'all all do it. Golly, I haven't seen one that could show me different. Shit, why do you think I'm still single? It's not because I'm the bad version of it. Now I'm the sweetheart. I be chilling. Motherfuckers just don't know how to not be real and truthful sometimes with you. And it's fucked up because that's loyalty and the truth and respect goes a long way in a relationship too. In a relationship, you gotta have that communication bond, the trust, the truthfulness. And that's what I'm saying. When you tell me I don't owe you the truth, you're already not being truthful. And then you want me to be over here, you lied to me because you posted? Well, damn, you wasn't truthful before me, so don't get mad about what I'm doing. I did it afterwards. I'm just doing the mirror effect. See what I'm saying? Oh, but when I did, look, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck them. That's how it is with you. And so you have to understand, that's exactly what it is. Because look, it's not cool when they do it. So yeah, it's just something I had to learn. Like it's real as fuck. It's something I really had to learn, that, you know, you could try to not only just really care for a person, but just, you'll get the signs. They're gonna give you the signs already just by just fucking communicating with them on the stuff they talking to you about, not just to like all the stuff like that and like all like that. You know what I mean? Straight up, it's kind of crazy because when you think about it, like she told me about everything. It wasn't like I asked her or I felt some type of way or it made me feel some type of way. No, she spoke it into existence and then next you know, it turned out to be the truth. And I was just over there trying to like give it the benefit of the doubt. I was just like, hey, it's not real. Like y'all just friends. Y'all just support each other. I understand y'all just music partners and shit. I fucks with it. Cause that's how I thought it was, but like I said, looks to be deceiving. Looks to be deceiving. So it's just something that, it taught me. Because like I said, you be thinking like, hey, this person's in your best interest. They support you. They're all for you. The whole time, nah. They hanging up on you. Ain't supporting you at all, dude. So yeah, just a lesson for you guys, man. That's why I called this one called Healing and Understanding. For you to understand, for you to be able to heal, you have to understand. And you have to learn from it. Because one thing is, once you heal from something, you're not going to do it again. You're going to learn from it and, move on from it, and that's it. And so that's something that I had to learn in life. Like, I don't chase after my ex no more. I used to do that like fucking 6 years ago, bro. I used to pull up on her on a bike. Where you at? Where you going? Can we talk? Can we do this? Yeah, I don't do that shit. No, I ain't got time for that, dude. I did that so long, and then she went and got pregnant, and we ain't doing that no more. After that, you learn your lesson, guys, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. And it's not even like she didn't talk to me or nothing, it wasn't on no crazy shit like that. She just, she kept it 100. She was on a whole nother journey, and I guess I was on another journey myself, but I wasn't on another journey. I was on the same journey, the journey that I built with her. She just ventured on to another journey and had a kid. So my best thing to do is accept her going on a different journey and accept that. So that's something that I try to do.
Mm.
See if we can get up out of here real quick. Please tell me there's a car around here somewhere. And now there's a gas station right here. I'm finna fix up at the gas station. Go get his car. But yeah, I just try to teach y'all, because I know my younger generation, bro, like some people, that should have drive y'all crazy, man, if you ain't old enough for that. Like some of y'all ain't prepared for shit like that. And it's like with me, dude, I've been there before a million times. So it ain't nothing new. That's why I knew what to look for. I knew how to act, the roll in the eyes. That's already a key sign right there. The roll in the eyes. Nobody that really fucks with you gonna roll their eyes because they gonna really show you they fuck with you. They gonna give you them eyes of, oh, I'm looking at you like you're an angel. Looking at you like the stars. But instead, they rolling their eyes looking at you like, dude, what the fuck? Why, like, this dude is nothing like, that's how they were doing me, yeah. So the best thing with that is to just understand from it and learn from it. Understand that and learn from it. Get your ass up out of there, Ray. They trying to kill your boy. And then respect them too, though. That's the thing, like, respect them by, not bothering them, letting them deal with their whole stuff they're dealing with, even though they never told you what they were dealing with. But whatever they're dealing with, if they're dealing with something, let them deal with it. But just, understand you probably don't need to communicate with them no more because they didn't want to communicate with you. They hung up on you multiple times. You don't need to communicate with that. And so that's why I try to tell y'all. And a lot of those videos, you see them all the time through YouTube and shit. Those things be telling you, bro, they ain't lying. Like, those people are telling you that because they've been there from personal experience. They're not just saying that, hey, this, that. No, they're saying that because they don't want you to go through what they went through. They looking out for another man or a younger brother. Because some of these young generation people be lost. And it's not like they're lost, but they lost enough where they don't know what to do when those type of things happen. And like I said, I wouldn't say that, this is the thing, when a person's gonna be doing, like I said, it was probably like the 250 time that I got hung up on. That's when I started to like, hey, maybe I should start like, yeah, thinking something. Like, okay, this ain't normal. Sure, I'm trying to make it. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna do more music reviews. I just like giving y'all this comedy and giving y'all good content. You know, it's all just fun games, man. What they say, slow games we could play. I knew it was a game from the beginning, dude. Hey, man, if a girl over there telling you she love you and she over there messaging 10 other people, she don't love you, man. Tell her show it before you just say it. Because obviously you talking some nonsense. You ain't showing it. You just saying it. I've actually showed you. And then they say you didn't change. Now you changed multiple times. I changed multiple times for you. You tried to get me to change for you. Oh no. That's the worst sign right there. Any person you gotta change for is not good. You should be able to be yourself and they should be able to accept you for you. That's already a bad sign right there. You know what I mean? But instead, now they just can't even accept you. They over there like, hey, fuck it. And let's go. That thing's out of gas. So this song cool, man. I think it's dope. You know, I'm not gonna sit up on here and do this all day. I just want to explain to like my younger generation out there to not stress over, you know, don't let nothing like with no relationship or whatever stress you out, drama. It happens. Just hey, you were probably right all along, or they were right all along. You know, I'm not gonna say all men are innocent either, but I'm just saying, golly, most men are not trying to really play with a lady. You know, the men are the ones taking it serious. It's the ladies that be playing. I'm just saying, and you'll find that out very quick. You know, you should be able to know that immediately. Oh, this bitch, they switched. And they switched to the screen. And so that's just one thing that I've learned as, you know, me being an artist, me having to self-heal with me and my life. When a person hangs up on you, that was already their sign of you discarding. And then when they do it multiple times, and then when you confront them about something, they get mad, that's already, yeah, they don't fuck with you. Because I bet you if the other person that they fucked with confronted them about it, they wouldn't do that. So just learn something, you two. Learn from Red. Learn that, you know, when you do love somebody, you might not always get that love back. And it's okay. It's not a bad thing. It's called move on and go love yourself and do your own thing. And they gonna do them. And you gonna do you. You know, keep working. Like me, I went to work today. I had a great day. Got the pizza. Got some more stuff. I actually got a drink right now. Hold on. I'm gonna grab it real quick. See, I just bought one more of these monsters. I just had to go get another monster. Y'all know how the monsters go. I tell you, these things go crazy. Y'all need to get these. These the electric blues. They going. These the ones. You feel me? And we just chilling. Trying to give y'all good content you could learn from. Content you want to listen to. Content for my men. And not only for my men, content for my ladies too. Like, you know what I mean? I might even do one, you know, for the ladies, you know, showing, you know. But like I said, I've been through these things before. Like the person that I was dealing with just recently and all that, they don't know that I've dealt with those situations before because I never even got to tell them because they were talking about all these other men and all this stuff. But they probably would have not wanted to hear it anyways because, like I said, they discarded me when they hung up. So the best thing for me that I learned today, which my boys was blessed, you know, I got great things coming today. I already got great news. You heard the phone call. Is to just focus on myself. You know, I promise to not bother nobody, like, you know, with the calling or nothing. We ain't never doing that, so you ain't gotta worry like that. I never really was the calling type anyways. I like to have that person call me because obviously they were so busy, they ain't had time for me, so you just call me when you're free. That's what I would tell them. And I thought that was more being respectful because that shows you that I was I was thinking about your time. I said, call me when you're free. Instead, she would say, call me if you want. If you want. If you want. Keywords, guys. If you want. If they say if you want, do you think this will work out? Those ifs, the do you, those like, do you think anything like that? Those are called words that mean uncertain. And if they say any type of word, if you're in a relationship with any female and they say anything like that, that just tells you that she's uncertain about either you or uncertain about y'all as a relationship, or she's either got somebody that's on the other side and she's uncertain if she gonna teeter totter. I just told y'all it's like a scale. You gotta teeter totter. So it's like, yeah, it's kind of a trip, bro. It's a real life trip. And so, like, it's easy to understand because a real person, if they really loved you and everything, they're going to blow you up and call you every day. They're going to call you more than you call them. And then not only that, even if you get mad at them or you're mad and y'all arguing, they're not just going to hang up. They're going to make through because they love you so much, they're going to get through it. And that's what I'm saying. This person never loved you because they were able to just discard you with the click of the button with the hanging up the first time. And you let it slide. So really, you gave the person the benefit of the doubt. That's why I said you try to let them prove you wrong, because you get tired of getting proved right. I'm tired of being right. I'm tired of knowing what's going on. I would love to be proved wrong, because it's like I don't mind being wrong sometimes. I understand if I'm wrong at something. Like, I'm understand if I did wrongs with something. I look at it from a third party perspective, so I can understand it. And that's why I said the healing is easier for me, because I'm easier to understand it and be like, hey, okay, I get what I did wrong. I would not do that again. And how about I don't ever go around whatever got me in that situation where I don't have to do that again. So, like, let's say you got into a situation with a person, you don't go around that person again. Unless you out in the area, you don't go around that area no more. Unless you had it with this other, this, you don't do that no more. So it's like, there's different ways you can look at it, guys. I'm just trying to give y'all some game, give y'all some knowledge, let y'all know something, because some of my guys out there, it's not just y'all. Like I said, I used to be one of them young. I'm older now, so I don't do the little dumb shit. I don't go out to the bars. I don't go partying no more. I've been to Vegas. I've done all that. So I don't need to do all that. I've done it. I've done it. And it's not that I don't mind maybe even still doing it. It's just that I'm so focused on me and my dream and what I want to do. I don't care what anybody else got going. And I wish I could care what somebody else got going, but they don't care what I got going. I don't see nobody supporting my dream the way I support them. So it's like, yeah, nah, I found that out hard way. And, like I said, I do got a few of my boys that support my dream like I support them. Like my boys' barbecue spot, we support each other to the fullest, but we started together. So it's a little bit different. It's more like we partners. I see him as a teammate, let alone a boy. Like, this is a person that I built a dream with, let alone he built his barbecue dream, but we built our music and the clothes. We were the first ones doing the merch. Same thing with Sev. And that's why he's a part of it. But I think one thing with Sevy, he be thinking, I try to get him on to do more music, but it's not that he doesn't think he doesn't have a voice. It's just, he just doesn't have the time, Like I said, a lot of my people, they're so busy. It's hard for them to find time because they're dealing with real life shit. And so that's why I hope I start to give you more music with 24/7, more music from Jay, more music from everybody, There's a lot more music to be coming for y'all. Might even do another one with Doobie the Sugar Wolf in Miami the most, Do one with Jay Diggs. Get some good more artists. I would have loved to drop another one with Say So. One thing that I love is I got a couple features that I'm sitting on. They're not the biggest, but they're good size artists. And I'm going to drop them soon, but I probably won't do too much features after this. I'm going to just stick to my own self and work on my own craft. and be just a single artist and building as a single artist and like building my craft with the healing. Like I said, I've already healed up a long time ago, so don't worry about Red. Like one of my boys, like, you okay? I seen you were dealing with your brother and stuff. Yeah, it was hard. It was hard, losing your brother, having your brother die, and then let alone you having somebody play with your emotions at the time your brother died, and then they want you to be sad that their mother's in the hospital, but your brother just passed, and now once that they listen to go to listen to you, they didn't even care to listen to what you had to explain about your brother. Like I tried to tell her, hey, my brother passed away. Can I tell you a little bit about him? Didn't even care to listen. She hung up. She hung up, y'all. And it was crazy because she hung up on me, but then she wanted me to listen to all her stuff about her mother. And she like, so I tried to say something while she was talking about her mother. And she's like, I'm talking. But I have to listen, but you hang up on me. What about when I'm talking, you hang up, but when you talking, I'm supposed to listen? That's just crazy. And it just sucks. So like I said, I lost my brother. My brother passed away. So it's like, damn, dude, I just wish I could have talked to somebody about that. Instead, I had to just cope with it myself and heal with it by myself. Self-healing at its finest. A young person that lost his brother, like my real blood brother, passed away. And yeah, it hurt. It hurt. It's one of my siblings. This is somebody that I grew up with. This is somebody that I was on bunk beds, sharing bunk beds, young, going to church with. Like when I told you we used to go to church, we're in the church schools, that was him. And so it hurts. It's something that I just try and deal with on a daily basis. And it hurts when you knew that you told that person that, and they didn't even acknowledge to support you. They didn't acknowledge to care. They didn't acknowledge to just be like, hey, I know you're going through it. I'm going to try and be there and support you the best. Like, they never said that once. The most they did was click and hang up on you. I don't want to talk about it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Keywords, I don't care. I wish I could just have that in life. I don't care. Because I feel like my life, I care a little too much. That's like the even person. It's funny, she said it even about it in one of her comments. She commented on my YouTube saying that. You care a little bit too much, Red. I can hear it in your music. And yeah, I do. Because the world's a great place. There's great people. You're a great person. Everybody's great. All these artists that I'm hearing, Chris Ryder, everybody's great. And you just think highly of people, and then you get discouraged when you start to notice the people ain't really fucking with you the way you fucking with them. You fucking with them the long way, and they fucking with you the wrong way. That's crazy, dude. They hang up on you. They talk about other people higher than you. Oh, why you should do it? He does this. You could do it too. You should do this, but why does it matter what the next person's doing? I don't care about that. I don't never worry about what the next person's doing, because then if I did that, I can never worry about what I got going on. You get what I'm saying? I think a lot of people ain't never been there because they ain't never been that busy. They literally got too much free time. Like right now, one of my boys just called me right now, but I just didn't even answer the phone because I'm trying to talk to y'all with this live. And the last one got cut out because I was on the phone. So that just shows you I stay getting calls. Like, I wish I could not be so busy and have free time. That's why I like having a little bit more free time now. But I'm not going to say I'm free all day, every day. No, I'm not. And I hate it because I would love to be. But I'm free more than most people. And I'm able to go eat good food and have fun and take my dogs places that I would go places as a family with people, but instead I'm just going with me and my dogs. That's my family, me and my dogs, y'all. I don't got no family. I was in foster care and group homes, so I don't even got none of that. All I got is my mom that I take care of, but she didn't, take care of me. I take care of her. But that's the best part about it. A lot of people don't understand. My mom has medical issues that I have to take care of her. I have to be her conservator and all this stuff. So it's like, yeah, it's not like I try to just be all the time around my mom or something. Nah, I be going traveling. She does a lot of stuff on her own. It's kind of crazy. I do a lot of stuff as well, just helping her out, to the doctors and stuff like that. But other than that, yeah, my mom's still pretty healthy wise. She actually wants to jump on the YouTube and start doing the YouTube. So maybe we might see Mama Red on YouTube. Mama Red. But yeah. And it's crazy because like I see a lot of people be like, oh, this, that, this and that. And it's like, nah. It's actually, dude, I take care of all her stuff. I do all her everything. Uh, it's a great thing being able to do that and know that I was in foster care and group homes and now I come able to take care of my mom getting older. Even though she didn't take care of me, it shows me how much of a person I am with my life, and it shows you the type of person I am. Because, like, sometimes people can't be there for you, and it ain't their fault. Like, it's not my mom's fault that I got taken away, and it ain't my dad's fault either. It ain't nobody's fault. The state of California took me away. So, if anything, we gonna blame the state. And so, yeah, it's nobody's fault. Nobody, you can't blame your parents for the past stuff. All you could do is just help your parents now and take care of them, and that's what I do. I try to do the best and not only taking care of them, but taking care of yourself. Like I said, self healing and understanding, that's all part of understanding is life. That's the circle of life. Your mother and them take care of you, and when they get older, they're going to need you to take care of them. It's amazing, dude. It's amazing how the circle of life is. It's amazing that we are blessed to be on this planet and we don't know how good we got it. I'm thankful I understand how good we got it because it makes me appreciate every moment. Whether it's an hour, a second, or a minute, dude, I'm appreciating every moment while I'm here. And that's why I said I'm not here for a long time, but we here for a good time. And we're going to be here for a good time because good days last. Bad days don't. You don't want to have bad days forever. We want good days. That's why I tell people every day is a good day. And you can make it a bad day, but every day is a good day. Even if something bad happens, if you give that third party perspective, like I was telling you, you can make it a good day. Just be positive. I lost my brother, y'all. There's days that I just want to cry. I mean, I did cry. I cried for real, for real. Like hurting. Like I was crying. But it's because it's my blood brother. It's somebody I grew up with. We shared bunk beds. We shared snacks. We were doing the ice popsicles. Remember Otter Pops? We had the little Otter Pops when we were kids. Riding scooters. We in the hood. In the trenches. And then the crazy part, when we were growing up, our parents used to tell us to come in the streets before the street lights came on. So if you had parents like me or your parents ever told you to go inside before the street lights came on, then you was living in the hood. Like I lived in the trenches. That's what my parents used to tell me. Come inside before the street lights come on. And once the street lights came on, it turned into a whole different city, bro. And this is that was in the trenches, the trenches, the worst of the worst. And so that's why I guess I feel so solid going anywhere. Uh, I could go. I've been to like places like I've been in Oakland. I've been through all the East Oakland, Deep East. West Oakland, North. Uh, I've been all through Stockton. I've been through some crazy, treacherous places, bro. And it's crazy. That's why I said it's a treacherous state. But the thing is, if you just respect those treacherous places and know where you're at, you'll be good, man. Like that's one thing that I've always learned. I go anywhere I please and everywhere I please, and I show respect. And I usually get it back. Sometimes I don't. But usually, if you don't get respect back, like I said, you just got to do you. Not everybody's going to respect it, not everybody's going to like it, and not everybody has to. That's their right. Just like I was telling y'all that nobody owes you the truth. That's their right. But it's your right as well to see if you want to stay at being around a person like that. You know that's not owing you the truth or doing something like that. So it's just like that's what I said. It's a whole bunch of stuff you have to adapt to. And a lot of people ain't really ready to adapt to it like that. And in life, one thing about life, you have to adapt. If you're not able to change like the weather, then you already set for nothing. You set for downhill. You're gonna fall. Because that's the thing. Life changes. So you have to be able to change. You have to be able to adapt. We see the government changing. We're going to have a new president probably again soon changing. We're going to get all this stuff changing, so life changes, And one thing that I've learned from life changing and life changes, it's okay. Understand it and then heal from it. And it's easy to heal from it. Long live Pops, man. I understand it, big guy. I miss you, Pops. Auntie, I understand it. Long live my auntie. These are all people that recently passed. My brother. Long live my brother. Uh, and these are people that just recently passed within the last, little few months. So it's like, yeah, it hurt. It's a lot of stuff that I've dealt with these last few months of bad trauma. But I'm okay. I hold it in and I try to deal with it the best I can and still love on people as while I'm dealing with it. And be the best person and be a positive smile to the person while I'm hurting inside. Hurt. And that's even why I'm dropping this content for y'all. You know what I mean? You might see me get up here like I am right now and I'm smiling, but I miss my brother, y'all. I'm I miss my auntie. I miss Pops. I miss grandma. I miss both my grandmas. I miss both my grandpas. I don't have no grandparents. So that's what worries me. If I ever had kids, they don't have no great grandparents. And then my parents are getting older on me now. So it's like, damn, it really worries me too because then they don't get no great grandparents. So that's why I kind of don't want to have kids. That's kind of a bad thing to say. But I really don't want to have kids because I don't want to have the kids grow up with no grandparents. I don't want to have the kids grow up with no grandparents. I don't want to have the kids grow up with no great grandparents. I don't want to have the kids grow up even just in a life living how I lived. My life was the worst. You think I want my kid to go through that? Fuck no. I even want to pop a kid out to even go through that. I be wanting to take myself out from what I went through. You don't even know. So the best thing for me is to heal alone, and understand it. Being alone was the best understand. That's why I tell you when you go locked up or you get incarcerated, when you're alone and you're in that cell, you got a lot of time to understand about what you did. You got a lot of time to understand what to do when you get out. You got a lot of time to understand how not to get in trouble in the future or how not to do this or how not to do that. And that's why a lot of people do change because they've had a lot of time to think and understand it. And that's like, one thing, communication is the greatest way to understand it. I keep saying that. And I hate that I say it so much with the communication because if the person would have just communicated, we would never even be in any type of post, any type of anything. It was the hanging up and not communicating, and then you just got me going off my answer instead of getting your answer. And then the person said, you didn't wait. You just assumed you didn't wait. Well, what else am I supposed to do? You want me to wait for 2 days, 3 days with no answer? What type of female does that? I don't even know where they do that at. I ask any of the females I know, they're going to say that's unacceptable. So if y'all do that wherever y'all come from, that's just crazy to me. That's crazy to me. And that's not a relationship. That's a situationship. Let alone a friendship. That's not even like a friend. That's just uh, what do you call type of relationship? It's not even like I want to say a friendship, but a menship, just amending them real quick. You just see them for the moment real quick. It's just, hey, there they go. That's it. It's just a quick talk, real quick. And that's why I said if a person really wants to talk to you, y'all, To all my fellas out there, if she want to talk to you, she gonna reach out. If you see her at that bar and she want to holler at you, she gonna holler at you, bro. That's the thing. They pick and choose, bro. And then some girls be like, oh, nah, I was waiting for him to do that. Or I was waiting for you to make the move. No, baby. All women make the move. And all women make the move faster than men. And then it's cold because then they say, oh, he was supposed to make the move or he was supposed to do this. But then that's the thing. We ain't finna start chasing after you like little puppy dogs, baby, because that's not what we doing because you trying to have a whole playpen. This ain't the playpen because I'm finna take me and my little dogs up out of this playpen. We ain't in there with all them other dogs. Like I told you, big difference. You can't put us in the playpen with other dogs and expect things to go good. It just doesn't go good like that, baby. You can only have one dog and one kennel in your playpen. So I'll let that dog be in your playpen and I'm gonna have to see my way out the playpen. And so I think that was the best way to learn. You know, that's how I looked at it. That was my example of understanding. And it gives me the greatest knowledge because, like I told you, I don't know if it makes me hella powerful, but like I said, God gave me this power, right? It's something that I've had since a kid. I don't want to say like I'm just a future teller because I'm not going to get up on here and just be like I'm a future teller. But God gave me this power to know things ahead of time. So I already know. Like I said, we know the truth. It's not that I just am saying this to say it, baby. It's not that I'm saying this to say it just to argue with you. No. I'm saying it to test you to see how you're going to do this because once you do that and then you show me the truth, now I understand it wasn't like, damn, I was right. We know. And we all right. And it's crazy because a person that hangs up on you already doesn't owe you the truth because they want to discard you and then go to whoever they hung up on you for. That's the thing. I already know. Once they hung up on me, they for surely was on the phone with the next person, dude. So I'd rather not be that person that you just hung up on and then got on the phone with another person about. I'd rather just be me, myself, and I could just be on the phone forever and for me. I'm not gonna keep talking y'all ears off about this. I know y'all over there like golly right over there going. Nah, I'm just telling y'all the rundown and just telling y'all to be aware as men. Because it's easy. It's easy to it's easy to fall for love. It's easy to fall for people saying good things that make you feel good. But are they showing it? And then it's funny because they say you haven't showed it. But the whole time you've been showing the things they've asked. But they're so out of it and not showing you what you asked. They don't even notice that you've been showing the things that they asked. And that's what makes it funny. That's what makes it 10 times funny because you're really doing what they asked. And then they say, no, you're not. You haven't changed. And then you really did change. But they're so into, the other people and other stuff that they're stuck on that. And yeah, they don't know how to see that you have changed because they can't see it because they're stuck on seeing the other people that they were talking about that made the relationship go downhill in the first place. That you supposedly was obsessed with. So, yeah, it's just something I learned, man. I learned as a man, the best thing to be obsessed with is yourself. Instead of like Mariah Carey said, why are you so obsessed with me? Nah, I'm obsessed with myself, baby. And as a man, you want that. You gotta be obsessed. As an artist, you want to be obsessed with yourself. You want to think highly of yourself. You want to think great about yourself. That's why I told you that's that law of attraction. The good things, the stuff that I be saying highly about and I speak highly about, they happen because I law of attraction. I speak them into existence and then they really happen. Like we gonna speak it right now. 100K YouTube subscribers. The plaque is coming. Get ready. It's coming, y'all. Stay tuned. But see, I ain't even been going hard on the content. Like, I'm supposed to be dropping more music. I need to drop more music. That's where my subscribers really come up at, is on my YouTube videos. Yeah, we almost at 100K, y'all. And if we do hit 100K, there's more to go. That's just the beginning. I'm not going to say that's the ending, because that ain't the ending. It's a lot more. And I just want us as artists to understand, you know. Oh shit, he went down. Damn, he just sliced me up. Watch out behind the tree. Get that nigga. Oh, he got us. Damn, he got us. And so it's just something, like I said, as an artist, I want to build with y'all. I want y'all to grow. I want y'all to stay focused as men. Because like I said, I mean, I already been on track. It ain't stopped me. I've been dropping music. Nothing's knocked me off pivot. So I ain't never got distracted. But I know these type of things can take an artist off distraction. And so it's like, I try to teach artists to know those signs, learn from those signs, and like I said, understand them. And that's part of healing too, because it makes you feel better once you're able to understand. You feel better about the whole overall situation. You feel me? You feel better about yourself. You feel better about how they felt, Because that's the thing. You don't really know their intentions. They ain't really telling you, so you really don't know if it's good or bad. But by them hanging up on you, them always talking about these other people, them belittling you and saying, "Oh, you're dumb, you stupid," da 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 da, calling all you names. That just shows you they don't care about you. So they don't think highly of you. And I found that out the hard way. And you can still think highly of them and still treat them good, and they still gonna just dog you. And that's the thing. If they gonna dog you once, they gonna dog you forever. Straight up. That's all it takes. We got a bunch of people up in here, man. I need y'all to like, share, subscribe. We getting people up in here. And like I said, we trying to play this game. We gonna keep dropping this content, bro. Stay positive. Stay healing. Cause that's the thing, like with this loss of my brother, it's a lot to deal with. All of this been a lot to deal with. But today, all the good things that came, I felt like it made it easier to deal with. Like, that's why I got all those good things. Like, I got so much good news today. It was amazing. And it's just like my boy, like I told you, when he called me, I had to end the live, but it was a great thing. And that's probably why I'm talking so much. Because now, like I said, I'm excited. So, like, now I'm ready to really go execute this shit and make it happen. You know what I mean? Execute a plan and actually make a goal and set it and reach it. Because like I told you, I set goals all the time and reach it. And now I'm about to set more goals and reach more. So that's the thing that I'm doing right now. Like today, we did that today with my boy who I was on the phone with, and it was amazing. And I'm sure he appreciates it too, because it's nice when you have free time with them like that, Because sometimes it's hard to get free time with a person like that. It's hard to be able to appreciate the person. It's hard to be able to show a person that you really love them. And when they do let you show them and then they take it for granted, that's the most hurtful thing, Because, like, you're really loving the person and they're not even showing you any gratitude, no nothing. They ain't even told you thank you. They say your music good, but shit, other than that, they calling 10 other people the greatest. You ain't the greatest, you the latest. So that's how I had to notice, you know. And like I said, even though I'm not a rapper, I ain't even worried about that. But damn, I at least thought you'd get a little bit of support from them and your music in your corner compared to like if they supposed to be in a relationship with you. But it's crazy because like that's kind of what I told y'all about. Like when I first was recording music, my ex ended up putting money into my first studio, right? She ended up buying me like a little studio. It's crazy. I still got part of it. Like I still got a lot of the pieces. Like I don't even got part of the studio part. But like I still down there in the bay at the other spot. Like the little stuff is in storage. From like she bought me the keyboard, for the piano, the audio box, all the music sound production stuff she bought me. And so one thing that I appreciated that she went and showed me that she bought that she was willing to invest in me. But one thing that I hate about it is now look at me with the music and where I'm at, and now we're not together. But hey, that's why I said I had to understand that. I had to understand those type of things happen. I had to understand not everybody's gonna last through your journey, like and you have to respect them for that. You have to respect that. You have to respect them. And it's not like it's nothing bad, but you let them do them, you do you, and keep going wherever you go, And that's one thing that I noticed. And it sucks because when you see these people, like I've seen them around and stuff, I don't even go to acknowledge them. I don't even go to say hi. And it's just it's a different type of feeling when you used to always say hi to this person and then now you don't say hi at all. And like I deal with that a lot with a bunch of my fucking exes down there. Dude, I just went to the bay and just seen a bunch that I seen. And I was just like, damn, dude, because this sucks, dude. When I seen some of them, I mean, I'm happy she had the baby, but damn, they look hurt. And it's like, damn, dude, they want to say that I was doing bad. Nah, dude, you gotta. I've been doing great. I'm over here drinking Monsters, loving life. I ain't got no kids. I'm single. Uh, I'm dropping music. I'm doing what I'm doing, and it's a great thing. So I think I'm doing great, and I just feel bad because, like, I think it's crazy that you want them to see the difference, but people ain't never gonna see the difference. So all you could do is show them the big difference by letting go and keep pushing, bro. And that's what I've been trying to tell y'all with the healing and the understanding. That's why it's been the word of the day. I'm not gonna keep talking about it. I'm gonna keep going on about it. But that's why I made that the word of today. Understanding and healing. Because me, myself, I had to understand. I had to heal from it. I can't talk to her. I can't talk to them. They hanging up on me. So the best thing is to understand why they hanging up and then just leave it at that. And then it sucks because now when they call me, the best thing for me to do is not answer and do the same thing. That's why I said mirror their actions. And so it sucks because now it's like I don't think we really be talking together anymore. Like obviously, like that's where it was. They showed how they felt about it. They showed how they felt about me. They showed how they felt about the whole situation. And you gotta respect that. And as me as a man, I do respect that because now it's like, hey, thank you for letting me know, but you could have just communicated it to me. You could have just told me and just been straight up. You ain't got to side swipe or side snake it or try to hide little sneaky things and then we got to figure it out and put two to two together. It's like a puzzle, It's kind of like you putting together one of those word puzzles and you got to slap it together to make the word happen. It's kind of crazy, It's a trip. But I feel like the best thing as men, like I said, a lot of my young men that I've noticed, The young generation, man, y'all just gotta not let these motherfuckers stress y'all, dude. Like, I see you motherfuckers going crazy. Like, they just had somebody that just had got some shit happen to them and all that. That's because motherfuckers be playing with people's emotions, dude. Y'all gotta not let the people even get to that level. Y'all gotta be strong, and that's why I said your attitude responds off of your choice. So your attitude is your choice. A person can't make you mad. You only got mad because you got mad. You got mad because you got mad. You know what I'm saying? They ain't make you mad. Nobody can make you mad. Nobody can make you sad. Nobody can make you happy. Nobody can. You get what I'm saying? It's your own. It's your own feeling. You know, you're the one that feels those type of things. So how are you supposed to make me feel how I supposed to feel? No, nobody can. Everybody feels their own type of feeling. She could feel this way about a situation, you can feel this way. And that's normal. And so that's why I said, but when you don't communicate, then there's no, oh, she can feel her situation now, because she ain't even communicated. So it's just my way of the feeling. Oh, this is how we feel about it, this is how it is. No matter if it was both ways. You didn't even get to hear her part because she ain't even explaining it to you. She explaining to you about the other guys and what they got on. So it's just, yeah, it's something I had to really adapt to, y'all. And I had to learn. And it sucks because now it's like it taught me so much, like what to look for, more keys. This is more life lessons, bro. Life lessons to be more prepared for in the future. And like it sucks, you know, because like it maybe makes me feel like, you know, the person had a kid. So it's like, damn, dude, I need to just start looking for ones without the kids. Golly, because shit, the ones with kids be fucking headaches. You got children and shit and fucking you over there being a bad influence like that. You almost, yeah, that's crazy. So now I've noticed, like, I need to find the other ones, you know? Like, fuck the ones with the kids. The one without the kids, you know? The ones you could try to start a family with from fresh to start. Because that's the thing. I don't want to try to start a family and then I gotta end up breaking up with this person. I'm gonna end up with you hanging up on me after we do this and I'm calling you to come pick up a child and you hanging up. Hell no. Who the fuck wants to deal with that? We ain't got time for all that. That's a headache. That's such a headache. You trying to call your baby mama to come pick up the kid or pick up the child, and next thing you know, freaking, she ain't even answering the phone. She keep hanging up on you. Oh yeah, nah, we would never do that. You got me fucked up. And that's how you gotta treat it, guys. If they ain't looking at you like that, they ain't looking at you like that from the beginning in the first place. Hold on, I'm about to put this dog up, y'all. Hold on. The dog over going crazy. I wish my boy was on the live, but he ain't on right now. See if we can find somebody over here. Yeah, right here. I need that. Yes, sir, we got it. Let's go. See, it's just something I want y'all to think about in the future, you know, and I'm gonna drop some more content. I gotta write some new music already. I got these new albums I'm working on, and we gonna just drop content, bro, and just stay dropping for y'all. Whether it's me going to do food reviews, whether it's music, new music videos, some merch, I'm gonna do it all, dude. I got all the free time, so it ain't nothing better to do. Yeah, it ain't nothing better to me. Hold on, let me see if there's a lot more article. So yeah, so that's just something that I want to do for y'all. Is get more on the content with the rapping, with the music. You know, showing you the music, showing you the rap